Bookworms buddy. I am here to do a review for you today, and I'm going to be reviewing Lone Wolf by Jodi Picoult. I did this as a buddy read with Ashley over at Ashley Reads, and I will link to her channel in the description box below, so please go over and check her out. She's a great booktuber. Actually, Ashley and I were sending messages back and forth on Goodreads because I sent her the first message and I said, I really need to talk about what's going on right now. So we had a pretty good conversation going on Goodreads discussing this book. The rundown of the story is you have Kara, who is a teenager. She's 17 years old, and she's in this accident with her father, Luke. Luke, a while back, decided to up and leave his family for 2 years and go live with the wolves in Canada. So you can see how that kind of stirs up a bunch of bad feelings. And then you've got Edward, who comes from Thailand when he finds out about the accident. And things just start to happen. Some really bad things start to happen. And you've got ill feelings and hardships, and you've got hurtful things going on, and it's just a whole big mess, and that's what surrounds the story. The story started out a little slow for me, so I was, not really feeling it at first, and then it just kind of took off, and at that point I couldn't put the book down. In this book, you've got different perspectives. There's 5 different perspectives, which is the 5 characters of the story. So you have Kara, Edward, Luke, Georgie, and Joe. Georgie is their mom, and Joe is the stepdad. Like I said, it's divided up into these 5 different perspectives, and it's not confusing because the author titles each chapter by whose perspective it is. So it makes it really easy to follow the book, and it flows well, so you don't have to worry about being confused. Luke's perspective I look at as interludes, more or less, because it's like a backflash to his life with the wolves. The imagery was really, really good in his perspective because it was really vivid, and you could imagine the terrain and the area that he was in with these wolves and how things happened. So the perspectives were really, really good. And the imagery was okay in the other ones. I mean, it was enough for you to visualize what was going on and seeing what was happening. As far as the characters go, for Luke, I was just kind of with him because, I mean, he wanted to study the wolves. I get that. I understand that. But I don't think you really have to go leave your family and live with the wolves to learn about them. I think you can study them in different ways. And I think Luke made a lot of wrong choices that caused a lot of issues. Kara, her character was wrote really, really well. The author wrote her as a 17-year-old. Okay, this is a teenager of today, and I couldn't stand her. The teenagers of today, not all teenagers, but most teenagers of today are not like teenagers years ago. Today they lack respect for other people and other people's things or other people's ideas. They're more self-centered, it seems like, and if they don't get their way, things happen. Like I said, not all teenagers are like that, but a lot of them are, and that is how she is portrayed. And I just could not find a single redeeming quality about her from beginning to end of the story. She just rubbed me the wrong way. She was annoying. She was self-centered. She was hateful and hurtful. And I just wanted to slap her. And I think that the author captured that essence of a teenager really well with Kara. Edward, her older brother, I think he's older by 6 years, if I can remember correctly. I really, really liked Edward. I liked that he was more about the realism of life and not the fantasy side like Kara was. He believed in the here and now. This is what's going on. This is what's happening. This is what we have to do to deal with this. So let's deal with it. That was Edward's idea. I loved his thought process. I loved what he stood for. And I loved his ideas and just about everything about him. Joe, who was the stepdad, I really enjoyed Joe's character too. He's a lot like Edward, but he was able to step back a little bit and give people room to catch up to the point that Joe was at. And he believed in giving them their space. And I liked that too about Joe. And then the mother, Georgie, I don't know, I just didn't really have a lot of thought about her. I didn't think she was that I mean, she was the mother, so she cares about both of her kids, you know, and that kind of thing. She was shunned by her husband, but she's found a new guy. And, you know, it's just kind of that kind of thing, you know. So I didn't really have a whole lot to say either way about her. So, and then something else, both kids, both Cara and Edward have a secret. And it drove me crazy because I would try to figure out what the secrets were. And I would go back and forth with Ashley about, oh, I think this is what it is, or this, or this. And the mystery in the story was fantastic. Loved the mystery surrounding the story as well. I think that fit was a nice fit, and it worked in there well, and I think it was a very well-written story. I would recommend this book to probably just about anybody. It was just really enjoyable. If you can get past the first part where it's a little slow, I think anybody could really enjoy this book because it picked up nicely and left a good message. You know, it made you think about a lot of things. Yeah, that's my review, guys, of Lone Wolf. If you have read this book, then let me know in the comments below, and we will talk about it. And thanks, guys, for staying tuned, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.